Hi friends, this is Kris with Josephine's Designs. I am back with our Monday memory keeping. So please forgive me. This has been quite a knee journey. And I did a video over on Healthy Living for Him on Keto about all my supplies that I use for my knee. I went and saw the doctor Wednesday. I felt good that day. And then I even went into a Dollar Tree. My husband was sweet. He got me clothes. He has a stool for me to get in and out of the truck. But by the time I went in and out twice, by the next day, I could barely move again. So, for those of you who've asked, it's all good. It's all good. It's what I expected. And even my sister was like, hey, so what does that mean long term? And I said, it means I have to have a knee replacement. It doesn't matter how much weight I lose. It doesn't matter, except for help with recovery. And it doesn't matter if I try XYZ. The knee is gone. There is no cartilage on the interior portion of my knee. None, which is what I've said for years. It's bone on bone. I knew it was bone on bone for the way it feels. He even said, you're at end stage arthritis. And I was like, what does that mean? And so anyways, very loved the doctor. Came home, found out he's an ankle and foot specialist. I was so upset. But they were sweet enough to get me in because I was afraid I had torn or damaged something. And it ended up, it could be all damaged. But he wasn't going to go there too much because he knows I have a conference and then we have to do some work-related things. So long story short, what I'm seeing right now is that he was adamant that I put my knee up in rest, which when I sit to do videos, it causes my knee tremendous pain. I even did a project that I needed to get done the 2 days before I went and saw him, and I was dying. I was dying with pain. So we discussed what that looks like for me, and that means my knee's up. I cannot sit at a table like I am right now with my knee down unless I can figure out a new way to do it. So, you know me, I've been thinking hard, but we're not there yet. I have so much I need to do at a table that I just cannot see us purchasing anything else to rig it. So I'm going to just have to pray about it and figure it out. It's like I need a small, elongated, like rectangular, fluffy table. And I don't know if they even make anything like that. But it'd have to be like dirt cheap that could fold down. And I know we've seen things for a camper, and we have little ottomans that fold down that are cushed on top. So I'm gonna look and see what I can find. But it has. He really, the nicest guy in the world, and yet he fussed at me a couple, 3 times, like, you have to stop now. You have to rest for the next 2 weeks. You have to, you are not even beginning to be recovered yet from this injury. And I was like, but I don't have time. And he's like, you have to have time now. You have to have time. So sometimes the Lord just stops us flat and says, stop. And you have to do this, even if it's on your vacation. It's just the way it is. So I'm not thrilled with it, but I get it. So, but I am in here now to do our Monday video. I will do Monday, I will do Friday, and then I have several other videos I'm going to come in and out on with you guys. Our Friday video is not even going to be in our journal, but it is worth watching because it is something that you can do in your journal. And I'm just thrilled to share a bunch of different ideas. And you know me, guys, I have tons of different things I do. I also have some conference prep I'm going to do a video on, and just lots of good things like that. So, it doesn't matter. And I think the other thing that really hurt my heart, and my sweet husband was like, we will get you a wheelchair. We will do whatever it takes. And when my sister called last night, I found myself like choking up going, I don't want a wheelchair. I'm too young for a wheelchair. And she's like, I don't think it's about your age. I think it's about your damaged knee. And, people get injured, and I was like, oh, but it is not what I planned for my vacation. But sometimes God has a different plan for us, and we just have to submit to that. So, anyways, I do want to come back in here, and I want to do, while I'm talking with you, I want to do a bunch of different journaling ideas for memory keeping and whatnot. We're not done with our book yet. We will be done soon, but we are not 100% done yet. Now, that red is the wrong color, and these are very directional. So I'm going to have to kind of rethink what I was thinking, because this was in here and I was thinking in the other room. You know, and I have my other trimmer. I think I took my 2 small trimmers in the other room. Hold on one second, guys. So if you don't know, we have a kitchen table in there that we're not sitting at. And so I finally put some things in there because these rooms were supposed to have TVs according to what we read. No TVs. And it's probably better if I sit at the kitchen table, then I can go sit in the chair for a little bit and then go back and forth. So, okay. I am just going to use my big O heavy cutter that I love. And if you ever wonder when you get your kits, yeah, this is all I use now. And since we drove out here, I could actually, and it folds out, I could actually even go, sorry guys, I did that twice, even wider. And I just, you know, you're doing it and you're thinking, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? So, and I may not go with that. I may go with this. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. But I am just trying to, you know, figure out what works, what doesn't work, what I'm willing to do, what I'm not willing to do right now. And I know that sounds really kind of bratty, but this is our big vacation, you know. And yesterday I did go for a drive in the golf cart. I just went and took a little tootle, I call them, and around the neighborhood, and I enjoyed it. And but it was hot as all get up, and I told my husband, I said, it's just too hot, you know. And it's warmer this year than it was last year, and it's not that hot, but I mean, I'm getting very used to being inside because of my knee. And so, you know, I mean, you just kind of have to weigh out what you're willing to do. And right now, I'm just not willing to do tons of other things. I'm willing, you know, I'm it sounds kind of bratty, but there's some things I'm willing to do very gladly. Matter of fact, I told the doctor, hey, I need some PT. I need this, that, and the other. And he goes, you got to stop. No, you have to stop. And I said, I know, but I have to also prepare for knee surgery. And that means I cannot lose muscle, you know, recovery time. And he was like, so he was so sweet. He went out, got this whole PT, you know, booklet that I've had given to me before. And he just went through and he said, I've X'd what you can do, and if anything hurts, you have to stop. And it was just like, because I was telling him I'm doing leg lifts, I'm doing this, that, and the other, and he was like, whoa. And so my sister was really sweet. She was like, you know, do weights on your arms. And so even just the getting out into the golf cart, going to work out, it's tiring. You know, I get, my knee will hurt the next day. But I am determined this weekend I want to get back to the gym here in our little villages area. And we joined it, and I love the gym. And I worked out one of the first days we got here. I did fantastic. And it was a day or two later that I ended up twisting my knee. So, excuse me, guys. My husband makes me coffee. I'm not going to waste it. It's so good. Sorry. But I'm gonna make a little pocket right here. I really do. I'm very thankful for it. I know there's things I can do. I can lift. I can, you know, and I need to get stronger in my arms because I'll have to lift so much. And I need to find a way to get stronger in my lower back. So, but I am. We have some special plans this weekend. I mean, nothing major, just about us doing some things together, my husband and I, and I'm excited. He has a lot of things planned too. He's got some special treats coming up, and I want him to go do it. And he's having a blast out here. I mean, he is having a blast. He already said if the company would let him work out here in September, he'd stay. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, but they're never going to let me stay another month. And I was like, I know. And they are requiring some things of us in August. And so, which I'm going to let that dry a little bit. I'm not super thrilled about it, but it is what it is. You know, we are blessed to be here. We are grateful. We are thankful. So I had a little too much glue on that, so I was letting that dry a little bit. So I'm making a pocket, if you can't tell. So I always like to come back, do a little bit of this, you know, let it kind of pop up a little, and it's still there. Okay. And then we have our little stars, and I thought to match that, isn't this kind of a fun idea? So, but everything's good. I didn't like hearing everything I heard at the osteo, but I'm very thankful. And I know that God's got a plan, and I'm just trusting him. And my husband even said, you know, if you're that happy with these guys, start doing some reviews, and I'll see if we can't come back out here and you can do surgery out here. It is amazing what they have. They have hyperbaric chambers, and they have, I mean, it's like, it's a autoimmune recovery person's dream. And it's huge. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about all these different technologies, but yeah, I mean, I would totally do all that. It's just become one of those situations that I realize my recovery will be different than some people's recovery, and that's okay. And I'm not going to feel badly about it. And I know there's going to be people that are going to say things, and that's okay. But I also know that I have to do what I have to do. And my husband is very clear that if that be the case, then that's what we do. But we definitely can't afford to come out here in the winter. It's just too expensive. And the owners come out here, and we know that. But she's so sweet. She sent me an email today of events going on this weekend. It was so sweet of her. So I'm keeping it that simple. I want the pictures to be the highlight, and I just added a few stars, and I may just put like 3 up here. And wouldn't that be cute? So I'm very grateful. I'm very glad, and I'm very actually, for the first time ever, if we come out here, I might even be excited about a surgery. I know that sounds crazy to say, but I've not been excited at the thought of having surgery. But I am if I come out here. And not because I'd be here, but because it would give my husband things to do. It would be some of the best doctors in the United States, I believe, are here for this type of surgery. I believe that without a shadow of a doubt. So, okay, those 2 pages are done. I have all of these, so I'm going to keep going. I just find that for myself, I know my limits. Now, guys, I don't have a dog. We don't have a dog right now. So I may just use this as a flip and then come back in and do something extra. I'm not sure yet, but just throwing that out there. So if you received a kit and you're like, I don't have a dog, you could save this, use this for somebody who does have a dog, and make a darling little card for them, which I might do that as well. But for something like this, I can easily cover. So I'm going to show you what I was thinking. You could even put a butterfly. You could do whatever you want, okay? But I'm excited. I think that there are some options here for me that I don't necessarily have in Texas, or I feel like I don't have them as much in Texas. And I don't necessarily feel, I don't feel comfortable right now with how Texas feels right now as far as getting surgery done. And I know that may sound silly, but I know my limits. I know what I can do, what I can't do. You know what I'm talking about. So hold on, I'm going to grab some washi over here. It'll take me just a second, but I can keep talking. So I think it's worth, looking into. I think it's worth considering. And I've got that sitting out on top, so I'm just going to use that. It's really cute. So I've been organizing. I know. How much stuff did you bring? A lot. And I've been organizing everything and getting some things done here that I'm super happy with. And yeah. But, so I found a whole bunch of washies that were in a bag that I didn't know I had it in a bag. So, Christmas! But, I reorganized all my pens. I just did all kinds of stuff. And, yeah. So, and we have a lot going on this weekend. So, yeah. And look, isn't this cute? It's just hearts. How stinking cute. Let's see if it's any good anymore. This is older. Oh, yeah. Isn't that cute? I love that. So I could literally go like that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put this sucker in here, make it a flip, and I will show you. Okay. But I am very grateful. I know that at this point in my life, I'm post. I have held this out as long as humanly possible. The amount of pain I'm living with now is insane, and I know that, and I know I need to let it go. Up until now, it's been painful. It has not been this painful. Now it is considered this painful, if that makes any sense. I am recognizing that I don't sleep unless I sleep a certain way at night. I try sleeping in a recliner with infrared on all night. I've burned my knee from so much of it. I mean, I was embarrassed. I had to explain what I had done. And yeah, and so my husband even said, yeah, I noticed all that. And I said, yeah, well, that's from, you know, the infrared. And he's like, let's get a t-shirt, let's cut it up, let's, you know, and I was like, yeah, no. So when you use, if you are watching that Healthy Living for Him on Keto video, whoops, it is older, tape will do that when it gets older sometimes. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'll save all that. I can use all the torn pieces for when I do die cutting. So, what I can do is I can, that you don't want to do it straight on your skin. That's what I have discovered. And I didn't know that. And so, because I've seen people use it and they do it straight on their skin, but I have acute atopic dermatitis. So it is not good for me to, it basically burns my skin. So I can't do that, you know. But, and I've got a little wrinkle there, but if you just smush it out with your fingernail, you can kind of cover it up sometimes. But I am grateful to have it. And the doctor said everything I was doing from infrared to, he said, are you using any kind of CBD type creams? And I said, yes, I use a hemp cream. It's better than the CBDs. He goes, good. Because his big concern now is just all the inflammation. He's like, you know, your arthritis is severe. And I was like, mm-hmm. And so I was like, oh, great. So, because I even asked him, well, how many bone spurs are we up to now? And he goes, it's not even worth counting anything like that. And I was like, okay. Okay, I tore that a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, I can recover it. I just wanted to straighten that out. So, between the actual damage, the loss of cartilage, and the arthritis, voila, here's where we are. But I haven't, that's why I've been missing a little bit. And I thought I was going to get a video up the next day. We had a special phone call from somebody that we love very dearly. And I had to stop and take the call. And my phone isn't always working out here. So when the phone rings, I stop. I think it's our phone plan. I think it's, how do I say this now? I think it's garbage. I think our phones are garbage, to be honest. And I think it's time for us to consider doing something different. And when we get back, that will be the top of the conversation. So, yes, because we've had Sweet One's call, and, you know. Now, if you leave a voicemail, I eventually do get it. And I do have one voicemail to return that I'm going to return this afternoon. So if you're listening, sweet friend, I'm going to call you a friend of the channel and my friend. So, but I am very, I do believe it's our phone company. I do think it is. I think it is garbage. So, and that's what I wanted to see out here. Was it going to work? Was it not going to work? You know, that kind of a thing. Now, if you don't want to, you can cut this in half and do like 2 squares, but I'm just going to do 1. I really like it simple. But you can also even cut it down and then save half. It's up to you. Now, that I would do because we all know I'm cheap. But I think right now I am just, and I usually would do this with glue, and I'm going to do it with tape. I'm just going to make a pocket, another pocket to stick in memorabilia and whatnot, because right now I'm just going to kind of cover that up. It's not as even as I wanted, and that's okay. I am trying to save as much memorabilia as possible, and a lot of this one is my private journal. So okay, so we have done 1, we have done 2, whoops, 1, I love that one, 2, and I could still come back in because there's more stars. You're probably wondering, why'd you give us so many stars? Because we have a lot of stars, but in this kit, and I genuinely, I have really loved this kit. I mean, I just think it's so stinking cute. So, nope, I don't like that. I guess I'm going to come back here. I know what I'm going to do. Hang with me, guys. I'm going to come over here and cut so I don't have to call back and forth with you guys right now. For the next video, I will definitely get my other cutter in here. So, hang with me, guys. Hoping I have that straight, kind of sitting back, so it will be God. It will be a miracle if it's straight. And almost, I kind of got a little bit of white on that, but I kind of like it. So I think I'm just going to do, I don't like that that's kind of backwards because the flag should be this way. So that's the one thing I did not like in this kit, but I am going to use it, and that's okay. It'll be nice in this corner down here, if that makes any sense. And yes, so there's that. And then I'm going to come back and put this in the pocket. So that'll be a tag, and I have that one right now. I may use that, but we'll see. But I'm learning a lot right now. I am learning so much about, you know, what I need to do, what I need to, you know, how I need to take care of myself, how I need to plan on these things, because I'm not great at planning on these things, you know. And then I'm going to put this little guy right there, and then we're going to get a 2-for page. We're going to have 2 pages. So, but I am really learning a lot, and just this doctor being so adamant that I must take care of myself, and I must slow down, and I must this, and I must that. And it was like, but I've already slowed down. He's like, no, not enough. Not enough. So I think that when we talk about our self-care, which is important, we need to consider, what is it that maybe a doctor's telling us? What is it that we need to do? What is it that we need to focus on? And that's not always easy for me. I'm not going to lie, because it's so much easier to take care of other people than it is yourself. Have you ever noticed that? And as many of you know, I spent a lot of years taking care of my parents, and yeah. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. So when I give you these are just the bits and pieces that are left over from the covers, because everybody should be using all. I'm just trying to show you, use your scraps. If you get the kit, use your scraps. And if you don't get the kit, use your own goodies, okay? But, all right, so that's it for that. I apologize. If I don't know how in the world, when I have surgery, I'll film videos, but by then I kind of figured I'll have this figured out by then. So, and we could come back in and make a pocket, another pocket, or I'm just looking. I love this. And I gave everybody this just kind of as an organizational tool, but I also want it to be something that we could store memorabilia in. So what I think I'm going to do is go something like this and just fold. Mine got folded, but that's okay. In half. And then I'm just going to glue the back side down, and all I have to do is open this, and then I can store memorabilia. Now, you don't have to put memorabilia in this. You don't have to use it. You can cut it and use it, which I have done. But I just think it's too... Now, I'm going to use glue. Well, you know what? I'm going to use both. No, I don't like this tape runner. You can see it. And I think I'm out of the other, so I'm just going to use glue. That's okay. Let me see. What do I have? Ooh, there's my blue tape. I was wondering where that was the other day. So, and I'm going to come back with a review on something that I purchased at Walmart and then purchased it at the Dollar Tree. I can't wait to share this because this was huge. It was just one of those things that I bought, and I had planned on using it in 2 different places. But one of them, the quality is horrible, and one of them is fantastic. So I am going to share that. Now this will all dry clear, but how easy peasy. Now, if you want to make sure that that's going to hold, watch this. There it is. I'm going to take that same pretty tape, and I'm going to just lay it down and let it doubly secure. Yeah, and then it will be decorative and all that. So I am excited. I looked at going to get my hair done, which I only do. Last time I did my hair was a year and a half ago, that I didn't do myself, and I decided I'd rather have some new hair equipment like hair dryer and curling iron combo and save my money. So I'm going to get my hair trimmed somewhere inexpensive here, Lord willing. I think I went a little too far, but that's okay. We'll just make a new crease line. It's hard to see with the light coming in, so you have to forgive me. I have that light on, I have lights in the room, and then the window lights is kind of giving me a glare. I don't think it's giving y'all a glare, and that was what I prayed for. So anyways, and you're probably thinking, well, you can put stuff in here, but what are you going to do here? You can slit it. So I am going to use, hold on, where's my little X-Acto knife? What did I do with that? Okay, let me see. Should be right here. Maybe it fell. Nope. Where did I put that? What I have is I have a small cutting mat. I will set that down, and then I will just ever so slightly trim it along a metal straight, if that makes any sense. And I should have done it before, but these things evolve sometimes. We're in the process. We decide to do something different. We recognize you can also just take scissors. Hold on. You can take scissors and you can trim it too. So why don't we try that? It won't be as straight because it's me, but you could just trim along the edge. Hold on. And then I'm not even sure if I'm getting this here. Hold on. Here we go. Let's trim on the red. That might be easier. But you can just trim, and hold on. I'm just going to hold it by what I've trimmed so far. That way I can kind of see it better and hold it up. And that way I can put other memorabilia on this side. So kind of we'll have a 2-pocket now. A 2-pocket. All right, there we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's clear. You're not going to see as much. But see, I can put memorabilia in here, and I can put memorabilia in here. And isn't that a cute? Or you could just put tags. You could just pretend this is a picture or a tag, and you have a new pocket. Isn't that cute? So that is something, I'm going to leave that in there so it'll lay flat while it gets all dried and settled. And then this one, I am going to put a little something there because I don't have a puppy right now. So without having a puppers, I'm going to let that go. I love this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut off here or fold it down. Let me see. No, I'm going to cut it off. Hold on, guys. I'll do that real quick. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. I'll have that, and that will make my pocket here. Now, this can also be a tag. I could put this with maybe that on the other side and, trim it up, and that would be a nice tag, and it would reinforce that, and it would be nice because this is kind of thin. So, yeah, let's do it. We'll do both. I'm trying to see if I have anything else that I might like better, or you can do something like this and cover it. You could just make layers You can do something like that. And then, whoops, that. And then just make your own tag. Isn't that cute? Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, why not? Okay. We will do that in just a moment, my friends. So we are going to make this a pocket. I don't think this is sturdy enough by itself. Pardon me. So if any of you have these left over, this is a great idea to make a pocket. So right now I'm going to cut right there. I'll be right back. And this is just packaging material from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree stickers. They work beautifully for all these different types of projects. And you just keep it simple. Let me make sure I cut that right. Not sure if I did or did not. Hopefully I did. Yeah, that's cute. Isn't that cute? Free. This was trash. So yeah. So I'm going to tape runner this onto here, and then I'm going to glue the pocket on. Now, you may say, I don't want to do that. It's too thick, and that's totally fine. I totally get it. I don't mind bulking some, but some I do. So, you know, I mean, it's just, you just have to figure out what you would do, what you would like. And for me, I'm pretty good with, let's make sure top to bottom, side to side. Okay, as you try to line things up, determine how you want to do it first. This one's kind of easy because it has all the, you know, the geometric shapes, so you can kind of, you know, align with that. Now, I do want to make this where it will go up, so I'm going to bend that ahead, and then I'm going to, this I can put a little bit of tape down, not a lot. I'm just going to do this so it will hold immediately. Another thing you can also do is kind of bend these out if you want to make a deeper pocket, because this is so, you know, heavy duty cardboard. And that may not be, you know, your gig, but for me, I know I want it to hold efficiently. So I hope you guys have had a good week. I've really missed you guys. I have literally either, well, I have been in a chair, either icing or infrareding. Icing or infrareding. So that has been my, I did do some card making while I was sitting in the chair. I loved that. Have Scrapbooker will not hold me back, or Have Crafter will not hold me back. So, all right, so that is done. The tape is holding it, and the glue will dry permanently, and that will be better. So here's what we do. You could either, like I said, back it with this and then trim it down, or you can take different colored pieces. And so you want to look at what do I want this to look like? You might even choose your pieces like that. It's however you want to do it. I'm going to do it very simple. You're going to look at this and go, well, that was really kind of cheesy, and that's okay. You got to do what works for you. So I'm going to start with my outer edges, and then I'm going to come down the middle. Yes, and then I'm going to do my upper and my bottom edge. And yes, I'm getting some on the mat, but that's okay, because that's what this mat is for. It's to get messy. So, yep, already gone. And what it does is it releases so nicely that if it went over, you can fold it down. It's all good. Okay, so if it goes over, you just fold it down on itself, and you're good. All right, now, let's see how we can do this. So I think I want one of these. I'm not going to use that because it's got the hole. So I am going to use this. Okay, guys, it's going to take me a minute to kind of get my groove. You know, it takes a minute when you're doing these. Because number one, you got to line it up. You got to look. You got to do all that good stuff. So I actually did laundry. Even though I've been struggling, I was very grateful. I actually love doing laundry here because everything is on one, it's one story, and everything is very close. The laundry area is not far from the master. My husband keeps his stuff in another bedroom, which is fine, which is where he has his office set up. And this room, like I said, I may be moving this stuff out. I may move this table, and then everything in the drawers we'll just have to pray about. I have one, and I may just keep one set of drawers full, and that way I've got storage. But isn't this cute? And then because there's little bitty tiny stars right here. I can just align that middle one there, and I feel good about it. Now, I can just come back with scissors. I think I want to use larger scissors, but I think they're in the other room. It looks like they are. I have like 6 pair of scissors in there. I know. So I'm going to just trim it on the trimmer. But how easy was this? It was super, super easy. And if for any reason you feel like it's not straight, you can trim the edge off. Anything like that that didn't go well, you can. And I still have a little bit of glue there, or tape runner, and I'm just going to smooth it down. But isn't that the cutest little insert? I know. It was nothing. It was nothing to do that. So here's another 2-page spread ready to go. And we'll do one more, and then I'll let you guys go. So I feel like since I delayed you, I'm in here. Let's do it together. What do you say? I don't like how I did that, so I'm going to, get a little bit more glue there. Somehow I missed it. And I did the same thing here. So you can just come back, add your glue, and all I'm doing is using up the glue on the side that is still wet. There's some that's kind of drying on me. Okay, so let's use that silver. I want to use that silver. Let me see. So I really was in love the whole time with all this red, white, and blue thing. You know, for some people that'd be too busy, but I really like it. And I think I'm going to do something like that. Yes. Okay. We also have red here. Could I make a pump? No, I'm going to save that. Okay. So, here we go. Ooh, I do like, no. All right, so this is where you start pulling out all your bits and pieces, your strips. You decide, I do like that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Done. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, you can keep these on or you can take these off. I think, let me see what I have left in the kit. This is the point in the kit where you just kind of have to say, I need to reorganize. It's a mess. I've been just dumping and going. And this tray is really cute. I got it for when we have people over. I just got it at the Dollar Tree. And then I was like, it's just sitting in the kitchen. I'm going to use it, until. And so, I do like that. Okay. But I'm enjoying using it. And here it's worked very well. And I'm very grateful. But it is not perfectly set up for all of this. So, because it's just smaller. It's just smaller. So I've got my stars. Let me see. And then, all right. I had some other, and I've got my girls. Oh, we got to use our ladies. Let me see who I have. Oh, no, that's for something else. Sorry. That's another project that got put in there. That's why it's with those. But I can't. Oh, I'm going to use that lady. She's so pretty. All right. We also have another flag, or I have left. And, our diamantes. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. We are going to get all that. Oh, there's longer scissors. I thought I had a pair in here. Might want to put them back in that's why it's good to clean up every now and then. Can you tell? Okay. So I've got this left in my paper, my stickers, etc. And so if you just get it in a stack where you can see everything, you're good to go. I've got a little bit left of that napkin. I've got all these bits and pieces. And, we got Liberty. Might use that. And a flag. And I have... Okay, we are getting there, guys. It is always good to see what you have, right? And then you don't miss anything. Look what we have. We have those bits and pieces left. All right. And I have that bits and piece. So, all right, we are getting there. We are almost done, which is good. Today's, the 26th? And we're almost done. Now, I haven't done anything yet. But what I was thinking, and I will just show you real quickly, is you could make a flower out of this. Wouldn't that be cute? Maybe that's what I'll do. I think I will. That is too stinking cute. Okay. That's the beauty of just having fun, having no real agenda, and just enjoying the journey. So if I make a flower out of this, I don't have to cover that up. Let me just make sure that this will fit the page, and it does not. So I'm going to go ahead and trim it. but you can decide if you want to keep it, if you don't want to. If you want to keep it, you could put a ribbon through it or a string, and it will be darling. And we may do that on that side, or we may do something different. We'll see. There's a lot of this that I pre-plan, and then I change my plans and all the good stuff. So yeah, that's cute. I like that. So tape runner. And yeah. So keep it simple. You do not need to go way out. I do the more complicated scrapbooking, but that's not, this is all about faith journaling. And it is fun to decorate and make it look pretty, but that's not what this is about, right? This is about that walk with the Lord, spending time writing scripture, spending time recovering, or not recovering, but remembering your journey with the Lord, and, you know, writing to Him, writing scripture, all of that. And so I don't want anybody to ever feel like that we are in a fashion show for scrapbooking here. That's not what this is about. This is about the journey of being with God. And I love that y'all are so creative, and some of you are just incredibly talented, and I love every bit of it. And if that's what floats your boat and you can worship Jesus while you're doing that, that is wonderful. For me, I can do some of that, and I can do it when I'm off camera better, of course, but I'm just putting a little bit down of the tape, trying to show you, you don't have to have glue. If you don't like glue, you can use tape runner, and you can do all kinds of things. Matter of fact, I did a card kit that came with all the, well, I've done 3 card kits actually in the last week or so, and I'll be sharing them here with you guys. But it came with all the popped, little bitty teeny tiny, I hate these, the teeny tiny raised adhesive. And it's, I mean, I was getting so intricate that I had to cut off parts of it. It was just silly. And, but, you know, I was going to say is, you know, if you want to pop this up on that, you can. And I'll show you with the flower, we can pop that up for sure. So, and there's a couple of, I think 2 different ideas I had for the flower. I'm thinking that I had a different one in mind than what I was showing you just now. Okay. So I think I'm going to stop right there. Yeah, that's perfect. Actually, that's even more than I need. So, again, you can use glue. You can do whatever you want. I am going to keep it simple, my friends, and let that be where it comes from. Now, I will probably, you could do this with your tape runner as well. I will probably go ahead, just because this one will get more action, being here at the bottom, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there. And again, this is just that Elmer's craft glue. You get it at Walmart for, oh, and I couldn't see it, and I went crazy. Sorry, guys. You just get it for less than $2. It's not expensive. I mean, pardon me, less than $3. So comparing it to other adhesives options, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So, okay, there's that. And then if you need to, whoops, I trimmed that page, and that's okay. I didn't mean to. Oh, it's all right. In the old days, that would have made me crazy. It doesn't anymore. Now, you can do your flower like this, and that's probably what I'm going to do, but I've also seen it where people have done, you fold it under a little bit, and then you kind of do something along this line, and then, and I've done things like, actually, I have done things like this, and it's too stinking cute. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, so what you did is I folded it just under, so you get a little bit more of that red and white, and then you kind of crease it down, and then you just start accordion folding it. Now, I will tell you, you're going to want to have a little bit of an edge here, so you can attach adhesive to this, because the rest of it's going to be kind of dimensional. So, does it hold? It will and it won't. I mean, you just kind of have to be okay with that. And I'm okay with that. I know how this kind of works, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to perfectly accordion fold it. You can squunch it as well. But the sides, I would highly recommend you take a little time and accordion fold it, if that makes sense. So that way you have a place to put adhesive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here with tape runner because I know that this will hold instantly. And then I will come back and use a little bit of glue as well, because glue's more permanent. Tape runner is permanent, it can be permanent, but I think glue is just always better. And so what I'm going to do is anything that may pop out and just kind of do it like that. And yes, I'm going to do a little bit on each side of that. Not a lot. You can see I've done hardly any. I did a little bit. Well, no, I've got enough over there. And then you just kind of squinch it up and then lay it down. And you can squinch it, not squinch it as much as you want to do it. Isn't that an official term, squinch? But anyways, yeah. And what you can do too is where you squinch it, you can glue it heavily and you can tape it. So I'm going to tape it and glue it. I mean, this is nothing technical here, guys. This is just by the, you know, on the fly. So don't make it hard. Please don't make it hard. All right, so now I'm just going to start with the middle. Fold back any tape that's sticking out. Yep. I'm going to start with the middle and get that down first. And then I'm going to come back, fold back any tape, and then I'm going to kind of put these evenly and then squinch down what's already been squinched. So you can squinch it more. You can squinch just the front and have the back down. It's whatever you want to do. But isn't that cute? I mean, it's just easy. It's nothing expensive. You probably have leftover cupcake holders from Christmas, Valentine's, any of those days. You have like one or two. What do you do with them? Stick them in your journal. Why not? Have fun. When I saw those, I was like, I don't care what we do with them. We're gonna use those because everybody has those. All right, and I may put that there. We will see. But let's get this side set up. And I do want to put some string or ribbon or something. Let me see. So all I have left is this, and that's okay. That'll be just perfect. So, yes, I'm going to use part of this where I lay it flat as well. So I'm thinking I'm just going to tie it in a simple knot. I could do the one side pull through, you know, and make the loop. But I think this time I am just, because I want that right there. Kind of that tie bow knot. You know, like your daddy's tie, your husband's tie. I just think it's too cute. Let me get my scissors. And if you don't want these to fray on the end, so I'm being careful how I do my flag, you would just take some matches or even glue on the edge. And I don't have matches in here, but you would light a fire and then just let that burn up the edge, but not catch on fire, if that makes any sense. So you're just burning back the edge, or you can get glue. I really like the Tombow Mono for this. I think it's in the other room, but we're just going to use Elmer's because that's what we have here. And then all you do is put a little bit of glue, and then you take your finger and you just spread it. And that's all you're going to do is you're stopping it from fraying. Any sewers know how fray check works. It's just a little bit of glue on the edge of things to keep it from spreading, and that's even trying to pull as I'm doing that. That's okay. And if you have any like plastic or parchment, or I had parchment in here, I thought, or the back of, where's the backing? I had the backing for, oh, here, I'll use what I did earlier. Okay. You know, sometimes you're not too proud to grab it out of the trash can. And that I'm just going to put down and keep it from, you know, I'll let it dry. So, alrighty, so let's get our tape runner down, and then we will get this set up. Yes, we will. Alright, and then this will just go down, and you'll have a little tab at the top of your journal, and won't that look cute? Alright, now, and since we put our rubber band around the middle, works perfectly. Alrighty, so I'm just going to center here first, and then center side to side. I do top, bottom, side to side, or side to side, top, bottom, however you want to do it. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be perfect, guys. It just doesn't. Seriously, just enjoy your journey, please. Another thing I will do is so that that knot will hold nicely, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on each side so it won't want to come undone. And even if you get a little bloop of glue out, it's just going to dry clear, so don't worry about it. So there's that. And if you need to, and you are going to have to put it somewhere, you just take the back side, that's the slicky side, and you just take it like this, and you fold it down. And since I have that on that portion, I am going to fold it down like this. And that way it's going to protect that when I close this, and it will protect semi the ends. And I think that'll work out nicely. So there's that. And if you need to, you can paper clip it down. If that's how you feel like, oh, it's going to drop, then just paper clip it on. It's no big deal. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to put Love and Liberty across here, I think. And then I want my pretty lady. Okay. I think she's pretty. You can trim her out too with your paper. I'm not going to, but isn't that cute? I'm going to drop it down just a wee bit. That's cute. I love that. Okay, so first things first, I'll get this done with a little bit of glue. So this may be a spread you want to leave open on your table for a little bit and just let it kind of, you know, dry as it needs to. And then, yes. Okay, so I really like that. I think that turned out so stinking cute. All right, now, if you notice there's a little bit of that red from another thing I trimmed off, it's okay because it adds more color. I like it. It's fine. Yes, and I may take this up just a hair more. That I like it because I like everything kind of, I'm a connector. I like things to connect if possible, but if not, that's fine. So, and I want to look at that. Not sure yet. We have lots of these left. Hold on. Well, let me see. Okay. I don't want her there. I do love that. And I do love that. So flag, I think I have a lot of flags. Let me see. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I like that. Okay, we got a plan. So again, you can always come back through to hold it immediately, put a little tape runner on it, fold it over where it tries to come off, and then come back with some glue. And it just, this gives you the quick hold, the glue gives you the long hold, if that makes any sense. And even if there's holes in this, it doesn't matter. If the glue, you know, peaks up, because it's white glue right now, when it dries, it will dry clear, so you will be totally fine. So, all right, there's that. Cute. And then this, gonna do the same thing, and then I think we're gonna call it a day. I think that this turned out really cute. I hope you guys are finding new things to try in your memory keeping, because that's really important. Don't get stuck with the same old, same old. Try something new. See, it came off the stars. That's totally fine. All right, so here is, let me scooch that back and get this stuff out of the way. Hopefully, I'll trim that out. I'll edit it out. We do have some stars, and let me see. How about we just throw some down? Why not? We just have 2 left. That works. Actually, what I am going to do is I'm just going to put them around my 4th. That is too cute. I've used all my stars, I think. Oh no, there's double. Guys, there's double stars on this. Oh my goodness. Look, I think there's double. Oh, there we go. There's our 3rd. So you guys have tons of stars in this. So if you can't see, they've got them everywhere. So we have tons more stars. All right, so there's our first, or our last page. Here's our other page with items to go in the pocket. Let me see if I have anything else I put in the pocket, just quickie. I don't. So maybe I need to come back and do tags with y'all. But you can put all kinds of tags, pictures, memorabilia, whatever you'd like. And remember, this has a flip. And so, and I just have that in there to hold the spot. And yeah, so, and you can make tags out of this as well. Just put it on plain trash paper. We did that previously. And then this is our last one. And we made more pockets with more tags and more for pictures. So how's that? We've got 3 different darling little memory keeping. 2, and then, oh, I missed that one. Oops, sorry. 2, 3, 4. There you go. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I will be back. This will count for our Monday's faith journaling. Again, I'm sorry. And then my next video, which will count for Friday, is going to be something very different. It is not going to be in the faith journal, but it is things you can do in the faith journal that I've done in other journals. So, all right, friends, I pray that you guys are doing well, that you're having a great day, that you are making the most out of everything in your life that God has given you, that you are trusting Him for what He has for you, that you are writing scripture, you are practicing God's word, you are applying God's word. See, all these things are important. It's not enough for me to say it. It's not enough for me to show it. It's more important for me to do it. And so I'm excited to come back and show you some different things I've been doing in my walk, and my different journals and whatnot. I've really been enjoying things, and you know, is it what I wanted? No. Am I grateful? Yes, I am very grateful. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to not be in emergency surgery. I am grateful for a lot of things. So I am grateful for those that have been so sweet and checked in on me and been so kind. I want to say thank you to all of you. I'm very humbled by that. I'm very humbled. I'm really just at a point now. I was getting down, but thank goodness you guys did such a lovely, kind thing and encouraged me, and I'm feeling, you know, I will tell you, when I found out the doctor was an ankle and foot specialist, my sister was like, why did they send you to him? And I said, because that was probably the doctor that was ready, you know, had the most open appointments, and they worked me in. And I was asking for a specific location because I don't want to drive an hour. And, but it wasn't what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear, oh, you've just got to do X, Y, Z, and you'll be good to go. Don't we all want to hear that? And so, but it's okay. It's all good. All right, friends, I hope that you will forgive me for Monday. This is going up. Today is Friday. I'll put this up in about an hour or two once I finish it up, editing. And then I will be back this evening with an evening video. My husband's going to go take a golf lesson and then get that done. And I'm excited to do that. This is something I've been wanting to do since last Friday. But I wanted a bit more information. And I asked for some information to be sent to me. It hasn't been, but I know that person's very busy. But I still want to promote her channel and all that she's doing, because she's such a godly woman and I just adore her. And and then I've got another friend I'm going to share with. So there's all kinds of amazing opportunities as Christian believers to do some things, and we can just, you know, grow in our walk with the Lord. All right, friends, like, subscribe, share this with anyone. Come on back this evening. I will post another video. I love you as much as I love you. Jesus loves you so much more. Keep serving Him well. All right, friends, I'll talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye.